Yo, what's up, family? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are going into week 10 of NFL. Predict the script. We got a lot to talk about. So before we begin, welcome to the Rig Report. I am your host, JS. Um, First, please, guys, hit the like button. It costs you nothing to show me some love and support. It costs you nothing to hit that like button. Bars. You feel me? Show me some love and support. I appreciate you guys. I read all the comments. I respond to you guys. We're going to build this thing up together. So, with that being said, first, I just want to have a small moment of silence and condolences to Nealon from the Cowboys. Man lost his life. Condolences to his family. You know, we entertain and we like football for entertainment. We place our bets, things of that nature, but we really need to realize that this is just entertainment. You know, there's more serious matters at hand. Um, Losing his life is nothing to just move past. You know what I mean? His family's hurting, his friends are hurting, people in the league that knew him are hurting. So I just want to send my condolences from the Rig Report to the Nealon family and just give a quick moment of silence. Not long. All right. Praise out to the Nealon family, man. All right. Another thing to discuss before we get into it. It looks like all of this thrown games and shaving points and stuff is coming back to ESPN as they have parted ways with ESPN Bet. They decided to remove their name from it. I guess it's a little bit too much conflict of interest. You know, you got ESPN who people come to for sports commentary and to watch games and stuff, and then they're telling us to bet this, and then you got players that shaving points, things is going on. I just think it's giving them an ugly name, being that they're so tied in. So you know they're dropping ESPN Bet, and they're doing some type of partnership with DraftKings. You know, behind the scenes to where the name is an ESPN Kings or something like that. Because I guess they're just covering their ass as they should be doing with everything that's going on. So just something to bring to the attention. We'll see how all of this gambling, shaving points, player things. We'll see how this ends up. I hear it's just the tip of the iceberg. So we'll see what happens. However, we still got football, so let's get into week 10. Predict the script. We are not talking about Thursday night. That game was ass. Broncos and Raiders, they shouldn't even aired it. I'm tired of these ass games on Thursday. I'm tired of these whack games that they're putting on the TV for us. First of all, we can barely watch any of the games because of the damn ESPN, YouTube TV beef and whatever's going on. So we can't watch Monday Night Football. I can. I got a Fire Stick that's jailbroken. I ain't playing. But a lot of people cannot watch Monday Night Football now. And then we got to go to Prime to watch Thursday Night Football. And then Thursday night, we paying a Prime subscription to watch these bullshit games. Come on, NFL, what did we do to y'all? We do nothing but support y'all. Why do y'all do this to us? Y'all want to make as much money as y'all can till y'all got every game on every different network. We got to buy this app, buy this. And then when we buy it and follow y'all lead, y'all get mad over whatever's going on between ESPN and freaking Disney or whatever, YouTube. And now we can't even get Monday Night Football? And then Thursday you give us these crappy ass games? Come on, man. Like, come on. This shit is whack. This shit is whack. So I'm not even talking about that whack ass game. Broncos won. That's all you need to know. All right. Coming up, it's a lot of things to talk about this week, man. It's a few lines that don't make sense to me. It's a lot of guaranteed money lines that I see in here. So let's get to the money, baby. Where the world is a stage, but we still trying to get paid. All right. We are back overseas Sunday. We are in Berlin, 9:30 in the morning for the Falcons and the Colts. Colts just got their ass whipped last week by the Steelers. Falcons, I don't remember what they did, but I'm sure they probably lost again. All right, and the Falcons are at the Colts. Colts are 6.5-point favorites. Daniel Jones still running hot. They just picked up Sauce Gardner from the Jets at the end of the trade deadline. So that should help them in the backfield a lot more, as far as wide receiver protection. I mean, we like the Colts, don't we? I mean, I feel like we like the Colts. Do you see an upset coming with the Falcons? No, not really. Colts just lost. I mean, I don't know how that grass and field is out there in Berlin. There was something fishy going on in Berlin, but I don't see the Colts losing, man. They're stacked. They took a loss from a good team. Now it's time to get right. Drake London went off last week, but they didn't win. I don't see them beating the Colts. I don't know how they can put that script or rig in to make it believable. You know what I mean? So for that one, we got the Colts. 6.5, maybe. They should just roll them. Like, let's just be honest. After taking the loss, coming all back, they should just roll them. You feel me? But that ain't always what happened when we playing with these phony rig lines. You know what I'm saying? So Colts should win that one. I'll take the money line, but Colts should win. Will it be one of my picks? Don't. Maybe. We'll see. But Colts all day on that one until otherwise. You feel me? All right, moving on to the 1 o'clock games. We got the Giants at the Bears. All right, Bears are 4.5-point favorites at the Giants. Giants are still banged up, man. Bo Scatterbo's out, Malik Neighbors. You just got Jackson Dart running around throwing to Wan'Dale Robinson and Theo Johnson. So I see the Bears winning this. Swift is a little banged up, but the way they're running right now, and they got the backup rookie, Monangai, he's playing well. I see the Bears. Ben Johnson and them are doing their thing. One of Darlin's teams is on the rise. They're 5-3. I see the Bears. 4.5, I don't know. Giants can hang with them a little bit, maybe. Bears are not like a juggernaut or anything. So I can see the Bears just winning money line. I wouldn't take the 4.5. What if they play close and just lose, and win by 3? You know what I mean? Then you get hooked. So, yeah, for this, I like the Bears all day, until otherwise. Giants banged up. They're not really going nowhere. They're looking positive and look like they're going in the right direction with the pieces that they're picking up. But it's the Bears. Bears in this one. It's a lot of money lines I like, man. All right, moving on to the next game. We got the Bills at the Dolphins. Bills came back off the bye last week and whooped ass. Beat the brakes off of, I believe it was, who did they beat last week? Don't have it right in front of me, but they went up top. They whooped ass. The Dolphins took another loss. Dolphins are at home, 8.5-point underdogs against the Bills. Bills should win handily. Dolphins still hasn't fired anybody. They still rolling with Tua. They still rolling with Mike McDaniels. Darren Waller is still hurt. You just got Waddle and Achane out there. Bills, man, all day. You know what I mean? Unless it's some sneaky script upset. I know a lot of sharp bettors are saying take the Dolphins with the points. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that. I would take the Bills money line, or I'm not taking nothing. You know what I'm saying? But Bills keep running on that one. There's really not much else to say about that. Okay, we're gonna move on. Whew, coffee to wake me up. All right, we got my son's team, the Ravens, on the climb back at the Vikings. Vikings just beat Detroit somehow in this rigged script last week. And the Ravens got a comfortable win with Lamar Jackson back in the saddle. Baltimore is in Minnesota, and we are 4.5-point favorites. I see the Ravens running this one. You got to, think about it. Vikings just won in Detroit. This is for the average people that's just watching, that don't really know the in or outs of sports or the ruggedry and stuff. If you're just looking as a novice fan and you see Minnesota go to Detroit and beat them last week, now they're back home and they're getting 4.5 points, that will make the average Joe take the Vikings based off of last week and what's going on. Ravens are going to beat the shit out of Vikings, I predict. Lamar Jackson owns the NFC. Like, literally, I think he lost maybe once or twice to them. Vikings have not seen Lamar Jackson recently. You can't practice or prepare for speed and person like that, you got to play against them. So the fact that the Vikings just got their Super Bowl win at the Detroit Lions last week, they're not ready for the Ravens. I feel like the Ravens are about to come and run them out the building. Um, but to be sure, we are playing in a controlled game. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the Ravens money line all day, every day. Book it. It's one of my bets. I'm not budging. JJ McCarthy had a good win in Detroit. You're not ready for Lamar Jackson, bro. You're not ready for Lamar. And the whole squad who's getting healthier, who's coming around, Derrick Henry. You're not ready for them. So just in case they give me a little 3-point win or a script or whatever, give me the Ravens outright. Lock it up. Lock it in. I'm riding with it. It's an OG call. I'm riding with them. You feel me? All right. So we got the Ravens on that one. They're going to move on. Oh, God. We got to talk about this game. The Browns at the Jets. The Browns are 2.5-point favorites at the Jets. Come on. What are we doing here? Jets done shift off Quinnen Williams, shift off Sauce Gardner. I believe Justin Fields is playing. There's really no confirmation on that. So Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson. Jets stink. Browns, they stink a little less. They got a defense. They got a okay running game, but they just got no quarterback, no coach in an organization that believe in them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not picking this one with a 10-yard pole. I'm staying the F away from it. Nah, I want nothing to do with that. Cleveland Browns are 2.5-point favorites on the road for anybody who cares. You get nothing from me with this. You get nothing. You get Nathan's. All right? Nathan's hot. You get Nathan's from me on this game. Moving on. All right, we got the Patriots at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers coming off the bye. Baker Mayfield is back. Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorites at the home against the Patriots. Buccaneers still banged up. Still no Bucky Irvin. Still no Godwin. Mike Evans, I believe, is out for the season. So you got Ibuka. You got Rashad White. And you got Tez Johnson and Cade Otton. But you got Baker Mayfield, who is a dog. And mind you, Baker early in the year was the front runner for the MVP in our eyes, the way he was playing. And now Drake May is like 1 or 2 on the list or 3 on the list in the MVP voting. So they're right there, neck and neck. However, with this game, being the Patriots just won 4 games in a row, okay? They played subpar teams, you know what I'm saying? Buccaneers, off the bye. They're at home. 2.5 is a little creepy, but here's why I like the Bucs. I'll definitely take the money line, of course. But here's why I like the Bucs. More importantly than all that, Patriots is banged up as well. Just so you know, no Booty, no Ramondre Stevenson. They've been having problems running the ball. Travion Henderson, hopefully he can get right. They got Jennings as a backup. Let's see what they can do. But they're not really running the ball too much. Drake May scrambling around, making plays with his feet and everything. I like the Bucs because Baker is a dog. Also, I like the Bucs because they are 6-2. If you look ahead, next week they're at the Bills. I feel like that's a loss. The week after that, they're at the Rams. I feel that's a loss, especially if they don't have their players back. So in my eyes, the Buccaneers are going to go on the road and lose 2 straight. So they got to win this home game before they go. You feel me? And then when teams are riding high, Patriots 4 in a row, they're getting a few points. I can see the Bucs coming in, stopping them. Todd Bowles has a good defense, good pass rush. You know what I mean? They're going to be all over them. So for this game, give me the Bucs. Give me the money line, of course. I don't take favorites with the lines. Not for you guys, because I'm not gonna entice or tell you guys, hey, take this, and then we get hooked by this rigged line. You feel me? I want you to have the hits. I don't care if you win a little less than you would have won. I want you to win. So Buccaneers money line is also probably going to be another one of my picks. All right. We're going to lock that in. Moving on. There's a lot of good money lines I like. Saints at Panthers. Here's another one. Saints just got rid of Rashid Shaheed. They weren't too good anyway to begin with. I feel like they're still tanking for Arch Manning or one of them. Panthers are running good. They got Bryce Young back. They won at Green Bay last week. any other circumstance, I would stay away from the Panthers after winning such a big game in Green Bay. If they were playing the team that was trying to win, to me, the Saints ain't trying to win. They got one win. Jets got one win. Who's going to get the first pick for a quarterback? We'll see. You know what I mean? So Panthers are 5.5-point favorites. Won't take the 5.5. I like the Panthers money line, of course. Saints ain't trying to win anything. You know what I mean? I like the Panthers money line on that one. I don't see why they want to muster up a win. Why do you not want the first pick as bad as you guys are playing? You need a franchise quarterback. You don't have one in the building. So for that one, Panthers money lines. A lot of good money lines here, guys. Just write them down. All right, moving on. We got the Darlings team, Jaguars at the Texans. Texans are 1.5-point underdogs at home against Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. Texans got a good D. I ain't going to say great. They got a very good D. Jaguars had a good D as well. Jaguars beat the Texans when the Texans went to Jacksonville early in the year when I took the Texans. So I feel like the Texans is time to get some get back. We have no Stroud. We got Davis Mills starting. However, the Jaguars are banged up too. Brian Thomas Jr. is out. They just traded Jacoby Myers in, but he's been there, 3 days? I don't know how much of a factor he's going to be. Travis Hunter is out. So really all you got is Jacoby Myers coming in 3 days to throw the ball to. You feel me? So they're banged up. Texas is missing their quarterback, but they got their players back. I don't think Davis Mills is going to be much of a factor. I feel like with the Texans defense being at home, they can use their little run game and stuff. I feel like the Texans can get their win and get even. I just usually, when it's a division game and in their second game, I'm usually going for the split unless something tells me a little otherwise. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to take the Jags, this darling team. Houston doesn't have their quarterback. I sneaky like the Texans to get this win. I like the Texans to get this win. Will I make it one of my guaranteed picks? We'll see about that. I'm not a real believer in Trevor Lawrence. Mills is really But think about it. Mills was in last week. Stroud went down. When we got a whole week, they got the Jags. First of all, the Jags started off as 1-point underdogs, and then it flipped. You know what I mean? So it's so close. I feel the public is going to take the Jags, feeling like Texans quarterback is out. I feel like Texans can get this game, get right. They're 1.5-point underdogs, so if they lose by 1, it's still a cover. But I'm pushing towards the Texans on that one. I don't know if it's a guaranteed pick. All right, moving on. We got the Cardinals against the Seahawks. The Cardinals look much better with Jacoby Brissett in there. Look much better. I believe they got a win last week. They did. They got a win against the Cowgirls last week. Seahawks just got Rashid Shaheed, so they're already looking great. They just added topping on top of the ice cream or on top of the cake. You feel me? So I feel like they're just going to be nothing more than a juggernaut. Seahawks are 6.5-point favorites in this one. I mean, I'm sure everybody likes the Seahawks to win. I ain't mad at that. That line, I'm not sure. Cardinals has been playing people pretty tight. Their defense is okay. John Gannon got them okay, especially with Kyler sitting his ass down. So I wouldn't be surprised and it's a division game, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals hang with the Seahawks. I don't see them beating the Seahawks at all. But hanging close, that can be in the script. You feel me? But moving on, we got the Rams at the 49ers. Rams owe the 49ers such an ass whooping. If y'all remember a few Thursday nights ago, maybe 3 or 4 of them, about 4 or 5 of them, 49ers went into the Rams' home, hobbled, no receivers. Kendrick Bourne it was him and Mac Jones. And Mac Jones turned into Tom Brady, and Kendrick Bourne turned into Randy Moss. And they just rolled the Rams in their own home, hurt, hobbled, and everything. So Rams owe them some get back. You feel me? Rams are it was 4.5. They are now 5.5-point favorites in San Francisco for this get back game. We're still with Mac. We still have Mac Jones. Purdy's not back yet. They do have Jennings back. They have Kittle back. but the other receivers are still hurt. Their defense is still down. So everybody likes the Rams on this one. I do too. Rams are running. Devontae Adams with Puka's back. Kyren. I feel like the Rams are going to make a run for it this year. They're not going to get past the Eagles, I hope, but they're going to make a run for it this year. So I feel like the Rams are going to win this game. Be careful with that spread, though. Keep in mind Sean McVay and Shanahan playing each other. They come from the same camp, and every time they do play each other, it's very, very, very tight game, or San Fran wins. Look that up. Every time the Rams do beat them, it's very, very narrow. So they know each other. The offenses are similar. They know how to play with each other. It's going to be a good, tight game, but I got the Rams for some get back. I don't see them losing 2 to the Niners in the division. You know what I mean? That would be hurtful to them. They're 6-2, 6-3. They need to get even. So I'll take the Rams on that one. Okay. Moving on, we got the Lions pissed off because they just lost at home against the Commanders, who are without Jaden Daniels. Ironically, Jaden Daniels had no torn ligaments in that elbow injury, and they are not putting him on the IR. Mind you, I dropped him already in 2 of my leagues when I seen that injury because I didn't feel like he'll be back in time for the fantasy playoffs. But they said that no IR, which means he could possibly be back in 3 to 4 weeks. Don't rush that man back. Get him healthy. Commanders aren't going anywhere. They're 3-6. They're 3-6. I know y'all was all in this year. Y'all got Debo and all of that. Don't rush that man's career. Do not hurt this man like you did RG3 and so many other Commander quarterbacks. Don't do that. Let that man heal. Let that man get right. Let that man come back next season. Build around him, and let's get ready. But for this game, I feel Lions outright, of course. Money line, book it, lock it in. I don't see Marcus Mariota beating the Lions after the Lions just lost at home to the Vikings. I don't see them losing 2 in a row to 2 mediocre teams. So I'll take the Lions in this one, 7.5. Lions should run them out, but again, I like safe better than sorry. So Lions money line on that one. Still no Terry McLaurin, so just Mariota. Lions all day. All right. So now we're going to get into the Sunday night game, which is they are on the Steelers. A few weeks ago, Steelers was a primetime underdog. We took them. We lost. Then they were a 1 o'clock underdog. We took them. They won. Now they're an underdog again. They like playing with these Steelers, and I like playing with them too. Steelers at Chargers. Chargers are 2.5-point favorites. Steelers just got a big win last week against the Colts. I forgot what the Chargers did, but they're kind of they're 6-3 right now. Oh, they got a win last week. They beat the Titans 27-20. That's right. Chargers are favored in this game. I like the Steelers again. I hate these prime times they put in the Steelers in prime time, but so many reasons I like the Steelers. For one, no Joe Alt for the Chargers. That's a huge factor. Huge factor. Justin Herbert is already running around, already getting sacked a lot, and his main offensive lineman is out against the Steelers and TJ Watt and them. They are coming for Justin Herbert's ass. No diddy. They coming for him, and they're going to get to him. You feel me? So Joe Alt being out, major, major factor. Top of that, again, Steelers as an underdog, pretty good. They're 5-3. They're trying to stay on top of this race. I have the Steelers making the playoffs. I don't feel like they don't get nobody in the draft. Wait on Aaron Rodgers to come out of his retreat in the fucking woods somewhere. They're not going to sit there and wait patient with him, get in there, and all of this. And he only has a year or 2 left and not make any noise. He's finally on a team that is good. They just needed a quarterback. Their defense is suspect. They got to get that defense up. I feel like they signed a bunch of older players, and that shit is not working. However, Steelers are going to make the playoffs. They're not going to have Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers the last 2 and not make no noise. Steelers are going to the playoffs. So AFC game versus AFC opponent. They need to win this one. They are underdogs. I don't know why Chargers 2.5-point favorites after the Steelers just won last week, but they feel like the Chargers are better than them, even though Chargers have no running game. Who are you going to give it to? Vidal? Against the Steelers? Watt and them? And also, the Chargers have no home field. When you go to LA, you're going to see all Steelers fans out there in LA. It's probably be 70-30 Steelers to Chargers fans, 60-40. You're going to see a bunch of terrible towels out there. You feel me? Steelers win this game. I feel like Steelers win. Again, the rig is in. I don't know the script. I don't know what they're gonna put in. But I like the Steelers. They're plus 2.5 by a point. Plus 3.5. You can feel comfortable knowing the Steelers not losing by a field goal. And if they do, you still win. Okay? So I like the Steelers on this one. Let's see how it goes. And finally, the game to talk about. My birds are back, baby. Bird gang. Eagles are at the Green Bay Pickers, the nose pickers. Green Bay is now a 1.5 point favorite. It was 2.5 point favorite in Green Bay. Why are they giving us points? Just think about it. We are the fucking Super Bowl champions. We're not hurt. We're not banged up. We're healthy. Why are we getting any points? We should be giving them points. Here, you take these 2.5 back. Why are we getting points? Packers can't beat us. They play us tight. They can't beat us. And you're missing Tucker Kraft. And a couple of your wide receivers is banged up. Y'all couldn't beat us healthy. Why are they giving us points? I'll take them, but why? And then they're saying, oh, it might be snowing in Philly. Snowing in Green Bay. It's Philly, dickhead. We play in the snow. We play in the snow. Birds fly everywhere, baby. We hunt in the snow. We hunt in the winter. You feel me? We travel. We play everywhere. Home field. That don't matter to us. It's the birds, bro. Bird gang, homie. Why are they giving us anything? So unless that script is in to saying Green Bay wins for whatever reason, Eagles, man, how they gonna beat us? Especially if it snows and stuff and they can't really throw the ball around the ground game. We got Barkley and we got the tush push. We can tush push our way. Like, that's all advantage to us. There's no freaking reason why we should be getting 2.5 unless they got a rigged win for the Packers. You feel me? However, is it one of my main? Listen, no matter what I tell you guys, there's no way Monday night I don't have money on the fucking Eagles. Ain't no way in this spot. Off the bye, mind you. Off the bye, too. So we prepared for them for 2 weeks. We not losing that game. We bet not lose that game. We bet not lose. Eagles all outright, I'm taking them. I'm not going to probably tell y'all to take them just because, again, primetime games. Look at what we saw. Look at last Monday. Look. You feel me? So that rig bet not be in on this one. But Eagles all day, every day, bro. They can't beat us, bro. They want to beat us. They can't beat us, man. And y'all giving us points? That seemed like a low-key setup, bro. It seemed like a low-key setup. We better play our game. I better not see no rigonometry going on out there on Monday night, bro. For real. All right? So that's the slate of games, guys. Let's get these picks going. You know what we here for. We here for the picks, man. We here to get this money. You dig? All right, so I told you I like a lot of money lines, man. I might have to put some parlays together this week, but I like a lot of them. Colts, stay out there in Germany, Berlin, whatever the case may be. I don't know what's going to go on out there. I don't know if I'm going to wake up late, 11:30, 12 o'clock, and see that somehow Falcons is hanging with them, whooping their ass, or nothing like that. I know we all like the Colts money line, but I ain't going to say book it. Those foreign games can be a little iffy, all right? Could be just a little iffy. All right, let's see who I'm locking in. Ravens, lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it. Lock it, seal it, throw it away. All right? Taking the Ravens. I'm taking Baker Mayfield. I'm taking the Bucks to stop the Patriots win streak. Money line. At home. Todd Bowles. Got 2 losses coming up after this. Give me the Buccaneers. I'll ride with that. Okay? I'll take that one. I'll ride with that. 1, 2. Lions. Give me the Lions money line again, even though I lost last week to the fucking Vikings, but Lions got some get back. I'm taking the Lions. That's 3. Now, my last one is either going to be Steelers plus 3.5. Yeah, no Joe Alton them. They bank Steelers plus 3.5 just to be safe. I'll buy the point. You feel me? I'll buy the point. So let's put this together, guys. Let's put this together. Hold on. I'm looking at a couple other ones. All right, here go my definites. Baltimore money line. Detroit Lions money line. Buccaneers money line. The Steelers plus 3.5 is what I'm rolling with. Hold on. Let's get some money. Let's get some money. Rams money line. Let me tell you who all I like, just so y'all guys know what I ain't saying put it all together. I like the Bears money line, like the Bills money line, like the Ravens, like the Buccaneers. I like the Panthers money line, like the Seahawks money line, like the Rams money line, like the Lions money line, like the Steelers with the points, and I like the Eagles to win. All right. Guys, I know y'all want the parlays. I don't want you guys to lose, so this is what I'm doing. I'm going to hold off on the Steelers because they could lose to the Chargers at home. They could. I don't see them doing it, but they could. So let me give you some guarantees, okay? Ravens money line is a guarantee. They're not losing this game. All right? Lock it, book it, whatever you want to do with it. I like the Buccaneers, really. I really do. Coming off the bye, getting prepared, that defense. Now think about it. Like the Patriots they don't have a dominant offense. They have a good defense. They play tough. Good coaching. But Bowles, that defense, Baker, Ibuka's there. I can see them getting that win. And they're at home. And they got 2 losses coming up. Buccaneers. Lock it. Ravens. Lock it. Lions. Lock it. Rams. Lock it. I don't see them losing 2 in the division. Lock it. Okay? Those are 4. Those 4 right there. You want to pick another one? Cardinals just beat the Cowgirls. Seahawks. You can lock it at home just to get the win. These teams aren't losing. You feel me? I wouldn't lock the Panthers just because they're not a lockable team, but they're very likely going to win against the Saints at home as well. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I like. Lions, boom, for you guys. Lions, Rams, Buccaneers, Ravens. Lock it in. If you want to take a 5th one, put the Seahawks on there. Lock it in. Don't lock in the Seahawks because they lost a couple games at home. Remember that. They're kind of better on the road. So the 4 I said, we'll leave it like that. Buccaneers money line, Ravens money line, Detroit Lions money line, and the Rams money line. You feel me? I'll worry about sweating the Steelers. You know what I mean? And then on Monday, I'm taking the fucking Eagles. But that's just separate, all right? So y'all got my 4 picks. Y'all got all my pick thinking. If y'all want to mix them around, stuff, do that. Let me know in the comments what you guys like. Predict the script week 10. You know, put your parlays in there. I keep telling you guys you can win free money. I don't know why y'all not rocking with me. Think about 4 picks that you like. Put it in the comments. If I see and I like it, oh, okay, those are picks I can rock with. I'll throw $10 to win 100 on that parlay for you. I'll throw 15 to win $150 on there for you. You know what I'm saying? If that shit happens to win, I'm going to hit your tag wherever I'm going to hit it in the comments. Your pick won. I'm going to cash app you $25. You know what I'm saying? It's not much, but who's doing that? Who's giving back instead of take? You feel me? I'll give back. Yo, bro, here goes some lunch. Here goes some pizza. Thanks for the look. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting $1,000 and stuff on y'all picks. I don't know y'all. I don't know how good y'all are at picking picks, but I will rock with y'all if I like the picks that y'all make. All right, I'll put 10 in on that. If I win 80, $90, I'll send you 20, 25. I have no problem doing that. So guys, talk to me. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you guys think about these scripts, these lines. Monday night's game. Will the Eagles lose? They bet not. Will the Steelers get another win against that shifty line in the Chargers? Let us know. All right, it's your boy JS. Predict the script. Thank you guys for watching. I'll holla.